Hello, good morning, and welcome to this class. All right. Lastly, we looked at last time we looked at division of numbers by sharing method and by grouping method. Today we want to look at word problems on division of whole numbers. Remember that whenever we talk about word problems, we are looking at how to apply what we know in division, what we know in division in solving real life problems. Okay? So let's look at these examples, few examples, and we now use that same pattern to solve more and more and more. Okay? Examples. Number one, what is of 12? What is half of 12? Okay? Now, solution. Half of 12 simply means 1 over 2 times 12 over 1. That's what it simply means. Now, what do we do here now? We use 1 and multiply 12, and use 2 and multiply 1. Okay, so this becomes 1 times 12 over 2 times 1. 1 times 12, 12. 2 times 1, 2. Okay? Now you now notice that 1 over 2 of 12 simply means 12 divided by 2. You see? So whenever you have a number like this, a fraction like this, of another number, simply divide that number by the number under the fraction, which we call the denominator. Okay? So 12 divided by 2 is what? Let's share. 1, 2. Now let's use grouping. So this will be 2 now. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right? So how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Meaning that 12 divided by, okay, let me write it here. That 12 divided by 2 is 6. So we can now say that therefore half of 12 is 6. I see it. Number 2. Let's look at this. It says how many trays are there in 21? How many trays are there in 21? Okay? So what do we do here? We find the number of trays that make up 21. And to simply do it, we do 21 divided by 3. We give us the number of trays in 20. Okay? So, since the question says how many trays are there in 21, we can simply put this to be 21 divided by 3. Okay? So let's use sharing method or grouping method. So any method of your choice you can now use to find it. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So how many are in each? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7, right? We can now say that 21 divided by 3 equals 7. Therefore, there are 7 threes in 21. I see it. Therefore, there are 7 threes in 21. So whenever the question says how many threes are there in a number, divide that number by whatever the question says and find your answer. Alright? Let's look at this question. Let's look at this question number 3. Let's look at this question. It says that 32 apples are shared equally among 8 people. How many apples will each person get? 32 apples are shared among 8 people. How many apples will each person get? Okay? You see this question, right? It says that 32 apples are shared among 8 people. How many apples will each person get? Okay? What it means that 8 people shared 32 apples. What is sharing? Division. Solution. It says 8 people shared 32 apples. And what does this mean? 32. This means 32 apples divided by 8 persons. Alright? So, let's use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So how many did each person get? 1, 2, 3, 4. Meaning that 32 divided by 8 is what? 4. You cannot tell me that therefore each person will get 4 apples. Alright? You see, we are applying what we know in division to solve real life problems. You see, we apply sharing method to find the number of apples each of the 8 persons got as a result of sharing 32 apples. Okay? Let's solve this example number 4. It says the cost of 4 books is 20 naira. The cost of 4 books is 20 naira. Find the cost of one book is the cost of 4 books is 20 naira. Find the cost of one book. Solution. Now, if 4 books cost 20 naira, what it means is that one book will cost 20 divided by 4. If 4 books cost 20 naira, to get the cost of one of the book or each of the books, you divide the total cost by the number of books, which is 20 divided by 4. And 20 divided 4 is what? 5. 5 naira. Now see that one book costs what? 5 naira. You can check this by using sharing method or grouping method. Alright? Evaluate 2/3 of 15. Evaluate 2/3 of 15. Now, solution. 2/3 of 15 means 2/3 times 15. Alright? Remember when we solved the number 1, which says what is half of 12. Okay? Now, this is over 1 now. Remember that this will now mean this up times up, 2 times 15 over below times below, 3 times 1. Now what is 2 times 15? Let's use it as a rough book. Remember our multiplication. 2 times 15 is something like saying 15 in 2 places. So 15 in 2 places is 15 plus 15, right? So 15 plus 15 is what? 5 plus 5, 10. 0 carry 1. 1 plus 1 plus 1, 3. Meaning that 2 times 15 is what? 30. Three times 1, 3. So you now notice that we now have 30 divided by 3. And 3 divided 30 is what? 10. Therefore, 2/3 of 15 equals 10. Alright, let's stop here. I'll be sending homeworks for you to do for me. Please just watch the videos and follow the steps. Alright? Watch the videos and follow the steps. Then when we see you in our next class, we will explain further. Alright? Okay. This brings us to the end of this class. Please watch the video, write down notes. Write down notes. The best form of learning is learning by doing. Okay? Write down notes. And when we see in our next class, we will sort things out properly. And we'll explain more and more. Alright, see you in our next class. Bye.